Ladies and gentlemen, members and friends, it's Matt Bailey here talking about something from March Outturn, another special cask from our Maverick Outturn, of course, our New World whiskies, but also Maverick Women of Whiskey, and also some really interesting casks that we've picked out specifically for this Outturn. Have a look at the video on 151.4 from Sweden with Love, which is a cracking good whiskey and an example of an older New World whiskey. However, today I want to talk about 68.70, intriguing idiosyncratic, just freshly opened bottle here, so this is actually my first time tasting it as well. But I wanted to pick this one out because this is an example of two things. First of all, this is an example of we're seeing a few 68s through in the last few months at the Society, which I think it's going to be one of those codes that people just go, once more people work out just how good that nutty, rich spirit from 68 is, it's becoming a bit like what people used to think of 76 as a code in some ways. I think it's an interesting spirit. It's finally getting a bit more spotlight. The second thing I wanted to talk about this one was, it's actually a really intriguing opportunity for us for the Society, I should say, to actually experiment not just with spirit, but experiment with wood. And this is an example of a custom/hybrid designer cask that the Society has worked on to mature this whiskey. So it's had an additional maturation, this one. Its initial cask was an ex-bourbon hogshead, but then it's had an additional maturation, I think of 2.5 or 3 years, in a first fill hybrid oak barrique. So let's just talk about what that cask means. I'll have a smell of this first. Oh, wow. That's big. That's thick. That's a thick nose. Immediately I'm getting like lanolin, Nutella. I get straight away Nutella note. Like hazelnut praline, coconut and caramelized banana. Oh, that's so good. That's like a Nutella whiskey. That's a proper dessert dram. So before I get too excited about the nose and taste of this whiskey, this is a hybrid cask. 70% American oak, 30% European oak with toasted heads. So it's a really sort of a bit of a crazy cask, if you like. It's one of those ones where it's had a full sort of custom cask. Toasted heads gives it a nice, rich, toasty, sort of toasted marshmallow flavors to a whiskey. You get high oak lactones in American oak, and you get high tannins in the European oak. So it's a nice balance between the two. Tannins can be good in a whiskey. It's one of those things that it's like you get tannins in all sorts of things in life. You get tannins in red wine, you get tannins in steak, you get tannins in food and drink across the world. And it's a nice gripping sort of way of flavor. You don't want too much of it, otherwise you could be called overly tannic in it, where it actually leaches the moisture out of your mouth almost. But this is, I think this is one of those ones that's found that balance between the 70% American and 30% European oak. It's a hybrid cask that Society's developed for this actual release. So it's been developed with this 68.70 in mind. So straight away I'm getting those Nutella notes. I'm getting that Gillian seashells, praline chocolate, like really sort of like salty, but not salty, but like a salted donut, but without too much, like salt and sugar together. That's just oozing character, and you can tell it's just clinging to the sides of the glass. Let's have a taste. Just a small sip there. That is delightfully easy drinking, even at 59.5%. I might try it with a drop of water. Let's try it with that drop of water, see how it performs. It's an exciting one from Outturn. This is one of those whiskies that you just go, this is rather cool. And we've seen some 68s through, but ones that are just like where it's our own Society custom oak treatment is, for me, it's an exciting moment for us, especially collaborating with Herfe for the wood. You can read more about this particular cask and how we've treated it in March Outturn, of course. I'm now getting like that salt note I mentioned before is almost like salted bacon, like bacon fat. I'm still getting that lanolin note a bit as well. Anyway, that is a tremendous whiskey. I'm taking my time drinking the rest of this dram, and I hope to see you all soon. This is March Outturn. This is Matt Bailey, and you're going to have a 68.70 landing on the first Friday of the month, along with all the other whiskies. Have a read of Outturn. It's some great content in there, and some great reads, and some good times and good drams. I'll see you all soon. Sanjava, cheers.